Experiment time!
Our first experiment is called the power of bubbles. We need 2 plastic bottles, warm water, yeast, sugar, balloon, and teaspoon. First, prepare 2 empty bottles and label the first bottle with yeast and the second bottle with without yeast. Second, put 2 teaspoonfuls of sugar to each of the bottles. Put also 3 teaspoons full of dry yeast to the bottle with a label of with yeast. Third, slowly pour the warm water to the 2 bottles. Fourth, put a balloon over each of the bottles and wait for half an hour. Reactions can be speed up by the addition of a catalyst. Catalysts are compounds that accelerate the progress of a reaction without being consumed. Yeast is an organism that contains a special chemical called catalase that can act as a catalyst to help break down hydrogen peroxide. Catalase is present in almost all living things that are exposed to oxygen, and it helps them break down naturally occurring hydrogen peroxide. As the yeast feeds on the sugar, it produces carbon dioxide. With no place to go but up, this gas slowly fills the balloon. A very similar process happens as bread rises. Carbon dioxide from yeast fills thousands of balloon-like bubbles in the dough. Once the bread has baked, this is what gives the loaf its airy texture. Our second experiment is matchstick soaked in water. We need matchsticks, tap water, cold water, and lighted candle. First, soak a matchstick in a water at room temperature for 1 minute. Place the matchstick over a lighted candle enough to light it and observe the intensity or color of the lighted matchstick. Second, soak a matchstick in an ice water for 1 minute. Place the matchstick over a lighted candle enough to light it and observe the intensity or the color of the lighted matchstick. When we soak the water at room temperature and lighted the matchstick, it increases and it was brighter. On the other hand, when we soak the water in an ice water, the intensity and the color was just okay. Best explanation for this experiment is that an increase in temperature typically increases the rate of reaction. An increase in temperature will raise the average kinetic energy of the reactant molecules. Therefore, a greater proportion of molecules will have the minimum energy necessary for an effective collision. That is all. Hope you learned something. Thank you.